All right, we have Nikkie Hunter. She is running for City Council District 3. Welcome, Nikkie. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. So Nikkie, your first question, please introduce yourself to the voters of Arlington. How long have you lived here? What is your occupation? And what notable experiences do you have serving our community? You will have 3 minutes.
All right, absolutely. Well, my name is Nikkie Hunter, and I have lived in Arlington for something close to 40 years. Um, I work as in a kids hospital in administration, healthcare administration, and love every minute of it. I have a variety of community experience. I love the community here in Arlington. I am a Rotarian. I've been a Rotarian for several years now. I've served as president of Rotary, served as currently assistant district governor of Rotary. Also served on the YMCA board, as well as the Arlington Friends and Foundation of the Arlington Public Library, the Unity Council, as well as the Kindness Committee, also known as the Arlington Community Relations Committee as well. And like I said, there's been a variety of things that I've done just kind of around the community. It's my passion. I love getting out, helping the community here in Arlington. I've served on Operation Graduation for the Arlington Independent School District, just kind of getting out, helping with that. I've helped around Southeast Arlington, doing things with projects at Bowie High School, Special Olympics, which is very close to my heart as well. So it's just a variety of things that I've done. And like I said, I enjoy every minute of it on there.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, your next question, and you'll have 2 minutes to respond to this question. Why are you running for office?
I actually decided to jump in and run for office because I want to lend my leadership to Arlington, Southeast Arlington. I want to be the voice of Southeast Arlington in our district over here. We have an amazing district here in Southeast Arlington. And, I feel me stepping up to the plate, just being able to continue, that strong leadership that we have here in this district and just being able to support safe neighborhoods. That's definitely my platform is to promote that we continue to promote the safe neighborhoods, as well as continue to support our schools here in the Southeast District. So I do feel like, with my leadership skills and my community relationships that I have, that I can definitely be of help and be able to fight for Southeast Arlington.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, this next question will also be 2 minutes. What are your top 3 priorities for stimulating small business activity and entrepreneurship in Arlington?
Absolutely. Wonderful question. One of the things I want to do is definitely work with our small businesses in Southeast Arlington, as well as all of Arlington, to promote more businesses, small businesses here in the area. We all know that, small businesses is the bread and butter of the business community here in Arlington. So I definitely want to promote that. I want to work with our small business leaders just to make sure that we are doing as much as we can as leaders to promote those businesses, especially here in Southeast Arlington. We definitely want to promote and welcome small business owners here in our area in Southeast Arlington, because like I said, it's a growing community, and we would love to have a lot of those small businesses here in our community. So I would definitely step up and be the voice of the community to try to bring some of those business to our area here.
Great, thank you. Okay, the next question. Do you feel that the current development impact fee schedule, certificate of occupancy procedures, or permitting processes should be modified? And if so, in what ways? This will be 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel like it should be modified at this point. I would like to get a little bit more research on it before I can give like a direct answer on that. I would be open. I have an open mind. I want to come in with an open mind and be able to look at all the research on there. So I would say definitely it's something I would want to look into if I am elected for city council, just to get all the facts together on that before I give a definite answer on that, if that makes sense.
Sure, thank you. Okay, your next question. What should the city do differently, if anything, to address problems with neglected multifamily housing structures? And this will be 2 minutes.
Very good question. Well, definitely, I think the city, Arlington is a very diverse community. It's a very big community. We're growing each year. We grow more and more on there. as far as the housing committees or communities that we have on there, I think we need to definitely do a little bit more research on that. Look at the areas that we're putting them in, you know, whether it's Southeast Arlington, whether it's North Arlington, whatever part of Arlington it's in, and do research and make sure that we're monitoring those areas as well. If we are to put those developments in those areas, we need to monitor that, because we know sometimes that can bring issues like crime and more situations to areas. So we want to make sure that we are monitoring that, whoever, you know, getting together as leaders, doing our research and making sure that we're following up on those as well.
Thank you. Okay, your next question. What sort of policies might you pursue, if any, to promote social justice, equity, and inclusion in our community? And this will be 2 minutes as well.
Perfect. Well, definitely sitting on the Unity Council, I learned a lot. It was an amazing experience. And, you know, unity and inclusion is something that, you know, I'm so proud of Arlington for having the Unity Council on there. Definitely it's something that I feel personally we should continue to do. We need to make sure that we are researching, that we're getting to know, you know, all sectors of our community, you know, whether it's, you know, by race or by, you know, by anything on there. As far as social injustice, it's something that we definitely want to make sure that we are addressing. If there's any type of social injustice that's going on, it is our job as leaders to make sure that we are addressing those issues, whether it's, you know, with any type of issue that's going on in our community on there.
Thank you. Okay, your next question. What initiatives will you pursue, if any, to address homelessness and poverty in Arlington? And this will also be 2 minutes.
Very good question. Homelessness has always been something that's close to my heart on there. I think that we need to make sure, you know, we have our amazing Arlington Life Shelter here in Arlington, but we want to make sure that we're addressing all of our homeless citizens here in Arlington. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can, whether we are, you know, promoting people to give and to donate to Arlington Life Shelter, it may be something where we need to look at, where we may need to build another shelter, another similar shelter here in Arlington. Maybe it's, you know, we got one kind of in the central part of Arlington, maybe bring one on this side of town to address, you know, a bigger community on there. So I think it's something we definitely need to make sure that we are being mindful of, especially when we have weather like we had, you know, a couple of weeks ago when it's ice cold out there. So we want to make sure that we do have the room for our homeless community on there, to make sure that we were able to accommodate anyone that's needing, you know, a warm place to stay, or needing a good meal, or needing a clean pair of clothes on there. I think we need to, it takes getting out to the community. It takes those community relationships, getting out, talking to small businesses, you know, talking to people that could donate, talking to people that can make it happen on there.
Thank you. Okay, your next question. What specifically will you do to build better working partnerships with the University of Texas at Arlington, Tarrant County College, or the Arlington Independent School District? This will also be 2 minutes.
Well, I am a former Maverick. I also went to Tarrant County College here in Arlington, Southeast Arlington. I would use my relationship building. I still, you know, have good relationships with people in those schools. And I think it's about community building. It's about having those relationships and being able to go back and just, you know, build up on those relationships, you know, make sure you're keeping in touch with anybody that's in leadership there, and their needs within the community on there. You know, UTA is a strong pillar here in Arlington, and so is TCC. So we want to make sure that our students are taken care of at those colleges, and we want to make sure that the staff is taken care of. We want to make sure we're addressing their needs that they have, you know, whether it may be for growth or anything like that, because they're amazing schools here that we have in Arlington.
Thank you. The next question. Do you think that the City Council should take additional steps to mitigate the negative effects of tourism-based economic activity on established neighborhoods and long-term residents? This will be 2 minutes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like it's our job as leaders, anybody's job as a leader, to make sure that we're keeping an eye on things like that. As far as additional steps, it's gonna depend what it is. I think we need to research every angle of it, depending. So it's kind of an open-ended question on there. It's like, depending on what the situation is, I do feel like we should take, you know, City Council should take an open interest in that, you know, just depending on what it is. But I think it just depends on the situation.
Okay, thank you. And this is your final question, and this will be a 3-minute response. What will make you a better candidate for City Council than your competitors?
Very good question. I think for me, I come in it with the community angle. I love Arlington. I love my community. I love Southeast Arlington. I have been in the background of the community. I have built relationships over years. I think those relationships is just what those, open relationships is just what we need here in Southeast Arlington. We need someone that's not only going to be the voice of our residents here in Southeast Arlington, but we also need someone that's going to get out, roll their sleeves up, and do the hard work and fight for Southeast Arlington. And I know, with my history, anybody can look at my history and know that I am going to fight with everything that I have to make sure that I am the voice of Southeast Arlington on there.
All righty. Thank you very much.
Thank you.